Just when you thought things couldn't get crazier in Dalton, Illinois, this happens.
Right to those disturbing allegations against the mayor of Dalton and an unnamed village trustee. We've learned the Illinois Department of Human Rights is investigating complaints of sexual harassment and retaliation.
Is this real life?
Yeah, this is real life.
NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been poring over the documents in the case, and you're here now with what they reveal. Regina?
Stephen Marion, a few days ago, NBC5 obtained complaints filed with the Department of Human Rights through a Freedom of Information request. Now, they're filed against Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the village of Dalton and Thornton Township. A former female employee who was Henyard's assistant alleges retaliation, sexual harassment, and discrimination after she raised concerns about an apparent non-consensual sexual encounter between her and an unnamed village trustee.
Are you joking? You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
It's a little early for jokes.
The Dalton police officer says in a separate complaint filed with the Department of Human Rights that he also faced retaliatory actions for coming forward with what he witnessed.
You serious?
The incident allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and a handful of village representatives, including her former assistant who filed this complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, and 2 village trustees. We're not naming the woman because NBC5 does not name people who possibly were a victim of an unwanted sexual encounter.
And I'm glad you didn't, because it's going to be very interesting what the mayor has to say on this. I don't think the mayor has anything to say on this, and if she does, I can't wait to hear it, because this whole thing right now that's happening, wow, this is nuts. It doesn't get, like, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, here we are. Okay, life goes on for the super duper mayor.
According to her complaint, the woman says she went to dinner with an unnamed Dalton trustee. The complaint then recounts the following events. After dinner, she says she started to feel disoriented, extremely lightheaded, as if the ground was moving. She says she blacked out.
Like I said, this is not getting any better. Whatever is going to transpire through this, it's going to get really interesting. And for all you subscribers that are here, I want you to pay attention to the number on this lawsuit. They've blacked out all the information of this, but it is public record. I'm not going to do it, but if anybody wants to dig into this and see you could find out who the complainant is, but you're also going to find out who the trustee is and everything else. So if you want to do that, email me at thearmedfisherman@gmail.com. Send me the information. I'm not going to put it out there, but I would love to know who this trustee is, because I only know one of, there's only 2 of them that I would think that would do something like this, but I'm just speculating. I don't know. I don't know.
According to the complaint, the next morning she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after returning to Dalton, Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail and went on the trip to Vegas, told her a trustee on the trip told him that the trustee had unprotected sex with her. Hell no! Officer Miles has also filed a complaint with the Human Rights Department. The woman states in her complaint that after she was told this, she went immediately to seek medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed Henyard that she would never willingly have sex with the trustee. Officer Miles informed Henyard and the woman that the trustee called him that night in Vegas. The trustee, he says, then bragged about the sexual activities he engaged in with the woman, Miles' complaint says, suggesting that she may have not had the ability to consent or did not provide consent.
I don't even know. I'm legitimately telling anybody that can find out any information about this, what this news media organization is talking about. If you can do some kind of FOIA request or whatever, I don't have the time to do it. My brain is already stretched thin about this, and all I want to do is try to get information out there. But this is it. So anybody that can do something, reach out to me, thearmedfisherman@gmail.com. Send it to me, and I will gladly. I don't want to share it, but I want to know. I want to know who they're talking about, because at this point, there's only a couple people that I could think that this is about, but I'm not going to put out false information like she says, but this is very interesting.
According to the complaint, Officer Miles recorded some of this conversation on his iPhone. According to the complaints, the mayor said that if this information became public, she would be ruined, that all the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman was put on unpaid medical leave, though she says she did not request to be put on leave. She was later terminated.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
In his complaint, Officer Miles alleges that he was demoted to patrol duty, among other retaliation, for coming forward as a witness. They're asking for back pay, front pay, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. In a statement to NBC5, the village says it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations, led by an independent third-party company.
And yeah, every time the council goes on their little special executive part where they friggin' have to go and talk off camera, these are the lawsuits that friggin' Tiffany Henyard is probably caused. That's me speculating again. I'm not 100% sure, but I can only guess the reason that they go into so many of these special meetings for these lawsuits that they claim are the trustees. No, these are other people suing her for the things that she's done. But that's just me speculating. Just speculating.
The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations, and the alleged victim refused to cooperate. The statement continues, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars.
You got to be kidding me, right? You heard that statement, and the statement's coming from Keith Freeman, who is the village administrator. Like, I swear, I just hypothetically, I feel my opinion, Keith Freeman and Tiffany Henyard are doing this one, and that's why you don't see Tiffany Henyard saying anything about this. You see Keith Freeman saying something because he's trying to, cast the shadow of a doubt or something. But why isn't the mayor saying something? Why isn't Super Duper Mayor saying something about this? Right? That's what I would say. She's got all the facts and she knows everything. But why isn't she saying something? But let's keep going.
The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village. So the attorney who represents both the woman and Officer Miles says Officer Miles is, in fact, still employed with the Dalton Police Department. He also told us a criminal complaint on behalf of Mayor Henyard's ex-assistant is imminent. So coming up at 10, we talked to 3 village trustees about the Department of Human Rights investigation and what happens next.
So just stay tuned, because it's going to get really, really interesting. We've been following all the corruption with Super Duper Mayor Tiffany Henyard, but now with this coming out, this is going to be this is a whole nother realm. And well, she wanted to be famous, and all the other people, they wanted all this clout, and now all this is coming out. Good luck. But don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I'm out of here. Soliecker, deuces.